I've arrived at Paignton railway station. This is the end of the line for the train. It now turns around and heads back up towards Newton Abbot. Although the official railway ends here, there is a steam line which continues from Paignton through to Dartmouth. We now take a short walk down through this street with the tourist shops on it, down to the seafront. This is peak holiday season, although it's only 10:30 in the morning. This will become a lot more crowded later in the day. Well, this is the front at Paignton. You're seeing the pier, and the town behind is Torquay. Quite a sea breeze today. It's not upsetting the sound on this video too much. This is the way we're going to be walking towards Brixham. Well, there is a little bit of sand left, but the tide is well up today. Normally you can get a lot more beach than this. A little further around we come to the harbour area. We're walking up a residential street as we leave Paignton behind us. We're only half a mile now from the railway station. Then we turn into the green area, Roundham Head, and we're back alongside the sea again. We pass a memorial to Lieutenant Commander Arthur Leyland Harrison VC, who was born in 1886 in Torquay and killed in the Zeebrugge raid in 1918. We've not gone a mile, but we've come round the headland. We're now looking down on Goodrington Sands. Not many people there yet, but by the end of today it will be very busy, I'm sure. Many of the beaches in season don't allow dogs, but clearly this is a dog-friendly beach. There are dozens of them. These look amazing fun. But if that's not to your liking, you can ride a fiberglass swan around the second part of this boat lake. Midway along we pass the Inn on the Quay, a brewer's fair. You can get your drinks and your meals. And up here is a very large water park with all the slides and water chutes. The entrance is down here, but you can see people right up the top there. Further along things are a lot quieter, and out on the beach I don't see any dogs running loose, so I think they may be banned on this area. And this is the view at the far end of Goodrington Sands, looking back the way we've just walked. Now we've gone inland a few yards. We have this steep path to climb, and on our left on that embankment is the railway line, the steam railway line, the one we saw starting at Paignton station. This is looking back from the top of that slope. We're looking down at Goodrington Sands and Roundham Head, and on the left you can make out the railway track for the steam line. There's a turning on the left here which heads over the railway line and takes you down to Oyster Cove, but there's no way back except to come back up the same way you go down. So we're going to continue along the path here just to the right of the railway track. We're just on the 2-mile mark from when we left Paignton. We got to the top of a steep bit and then we've got to go down a flight of steps. Bit of a holiday park here on the right, but we don't have to go through it, we keep to the left of it. We've had a couple of short but steep climbs and we're 2.5 miles from when we started, and we're looking down on Broad Sands, the next little bay we have to walk through, and this is our path. We've just turned back towards the sea and passed under this very high viaduct which carries the steam railway across. Just beside the path I've just noticed this large iron casting which says Great Western Railway Foundry 1907. I've no idea what it is, but it's just down here beside the path. Well, this is Broad Sands. Beach huts again all along the front. Tide's going out now, and quite a lot of activity on the water there, with canoes, boats. Fairly good breeze coming off the sea this morning. Makes walking very pleasant, but perhaps not just for sitting around. Well, we're just walking around this grassy headland with the sea on our left. Quite a few people around today, but it's peak holiday season. And we're heading up and then through those woods you can see ahead. Just on the 3.5 miles, we're just coming down into this little bay. On the opposite side you can see a building, probably a lime kiln. So we walk across that sandy area and then up into the woods. Well, in fact the beach is pebbles all the way, but still popular with people. You can see the steps then climbing up into the woods. We've climbed up out from that beach into this woodland path. The sea is down on our left, quite a long way down in the woods. And on our right, just behind a fence, is a golf course. There's a few people on this path today in both directions. Normally when I come along here I'm completely on my own, but as I've mentioned several times, it is peak holiday season. We're now heading down a steep flight of steps. Just come down to this little cove. See the path up the other side. We've come up alongside Brixham prison blocks. Well, Passing the military museum. At exactly the 5-mile mark, we've come down to another little cove. Little tea shop down there. Looking across the bay to Torquay. Very popular little spot, but we're only a short distance out of Brixham now. We're now walking around what is known as Battery Point. Battery as in gun battery. Panoramic views. Exactly the place you would put a battery if you're trying to defend these waters. Looking across there at Torquay and then round to Paignton, Goodrington, Broad Sands, all the way we've walked over the last 5 miles. And as we come round the point, we get our first views of Brixham, particularly the harbour area. Brixham is still a working fishing port, so you've got the fishing boats over there, a couple of industrial buildings, Dartmouth Crab Company, and across there a sign says Rockfish. Brixham is busy, as you'd expect.
Whoever has a net starting gets one of the next one down.
Even a replica of the Golden Hind. Well, we've completed 6 miles exactly from Paignton into Brixham, and just set back a little bit is the bus station, and we can get a bus here straight back into Paignton to complete our journey. Well, that was just a 15-minute ride between Brixham and Paignton, very straightforward. Directly over the road from the bus station is the railway station where we started our journey, Paignton, and it makes a round trip very straightforward. So that's today's walk. Till the next time.